Welcome in, Mountaineer fans. Also, if you're not a Mountaineer fan, welcome in yourself. We talk almost exclusively West Virginia Mountaineers on this show, but there is the occasional time that we may delve into something else involving another team, whether we're previewing that team or reviewing that team. We also go extremely in depth on those things. We do our research, so stay tuned for that. But today we're going to be talking about the state of the West Virginia University program and why it hurts so much. The state of West Virginia only has one pro team, and that's the West Virginia Mountaineers. Don't get it twisted. We love our team. We die for our team. Maybe I'm speaking for myself here. But as far back as I can remember, it was taught to me in my household to love the West Virginia Mountaineers, to hate Pitt, to hate Virginia Tech, to hate Maryland, to hate Syracuse, pretty much any team in the Big East. And oh, by the way, there's that other team in West Virginia. I think they're Marshall. I think that might be the name of that school. So when I think about those things, I get riled up. And when I think about the state our great university and our football team is in, I get even more riled up. My dad has been gone since 2013, and he was the most passionate Mountaineer fan that I know. He probably instilled in me, more than anybody, the love, deep love for this team. The next reason I would say is because there's state pride involved. We as West Virginians are a really proud folk. We love the blue-collar values that typically our team has deployed in the past. We've had some blue-collar coaches along the way. Blue-collar mentality. Something we were being sold over the summer that exactly hasn't come to fruition yet. We also have a chip in our shoulder. When you think about the Mountaineers, you think chip on shoulder. I can remember the Sugar Bowl. You can too. 99% of America thought Georgia was going to win that game. Fast forward 4 years. Oklahoma, same deal. Fast forward again. Clemson, Taj Boyd, Sammy Watkins, same deal. We're always looked upon as lesser than. And we can feed off of that at times. But at times it can be our demise, especially as fans. And this is kind of a public service announcement to our fans. Please don't target these kids on social media. These are kids. I'm 37 years old. I'm a grown man. These kids don't deserve to be directly targeted. I can understand the coaching staff. They're getting paid high dollars to do what they do. These kids, in some cases, are getting peanuts. And so I'm not a believer in targeting these kids. They put their lives on the line in some cases for our great state and our university. There's a huge investment from our fans. You think about our Twitter presence right now. It's a top 5 in the country, which was proven on the Fox website. I know not everybody voted for that, but we did finish within the top 5 in that, which I'm extremely proud to say. We show up. If there's a way for us to support our team, we show up for that. And that's something I'm extremely proud of as somebody who tries to cover these Mountaineers and also talk with you guys about it. The other thing that we as Mountaineer fans also know is, and I've heard some other guys, Golden Blue Dude, Coos from Coos' Corner, some other guys that cover our Mountaineers that talk about our glory years are becoming more of history. And so it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it really has been. How long ago was it when 70-33 happened? Well, that was 2012. It's 2022. We've had a couple good teams in between then, but we're all just so fed up. Expectations lead to resentments. And I truly believe our fan base is starting to resent people in and around our program. Athletic Director Shane Lyons. A $20 million buyout. I understand the confidence. A lot of us were confident too. And now our hands are tied to some respect. Now, is that an unbeatable buyout? No. No, it's not. But it certainly is going to be something our boosters are going to have to be nudged on. So there's that. And so the state of our program right now, as far as football goes, is probably I would consider to be disarray. 0-2, you lose to Kansas, who unequivocally has probably been the worst FBS team, along with a handful of others over the last 20 years. I can almost not even think of any, especially in the Power 5. So you lose to Kansas, you lose to Pitt, and some questionable calls along the way. And it's the timing of these things that are leading to, I think, such an outburst of passion from our fans. If we were getting soundly beaten, almost in a sense, it would be easier to accept these things. So I think that adds fuel to the fire as far as the state of our program. And so how do we fix these things? Well, I think we as fans have little to no control over this. Little to no control. So, but the things we can control is how do we act on Twitter? If I see one of these kids in Morgantown, how am I going to speak to them? Am I going to edify them and encourage them? Or am I going to talk about them to their face, behind their back, whatever that may be? It's all negative, it's all poison, and in my opinion, it doesn't need to be in the program. I'm not saying you can't speak truth, but there is a way to go about it, and there's a way to come at people. Everybody deserves respect until given reason not to have such respect. And so these kids deserve respect. If you don't agree, sorry. I'm not sorry. And so coming from that angle, you can really see why we've had some of the defections we've had. I don't think that we could be the sole reason for some of these kids leaving West Virginia University, but I do think we are part of the reason. We've heard kids say things like not felt safe on our campus. We've had kids say don't trust the vision, which doesn't have much to do with us, but it's still a reason for defection. And so there's a lot of reasons why these kids are under so much pressure right now, but we have a great week ahead. I think Towson comes in, they have 50 FBS transfers. This is the time for us to right the ship. And I think it can be done. We have 10 more opportunities as a team to go out and try to prove some people wrong. I hope for Neil Brown, first and foremost, and for our fan sanity, that we get that done and put something respectable on the defensive side of the ball on the field. Seems like we can never match it up. So I urge you, Mountaineer fans, the next time you go to your keyboard to try to bash a kid, really think about that. Coaches are grown men, but even that can be reeled in some. Taking direct shots at people I'm not a fan of. So this has been the state of the West Virginia University Mountaineers. Keep coming back. We'll talk to you next time. This is Mountaineer Paul, signing out.